Hello everyone, a Taurus has come to join us today. This is Gizmo. I don't know if you've met him. I love him. He's the love of my life. Welcome back to my channel. If I get one comment, I mean one negative comment about my ugly hair, I'm done. I'm quitting YouTube. Honestly, are you surprised that I dyed my hair? Again, I don't think you are, because you shouldn't be. Today, I'm talking about astrology. I love astrology. I love zodiac signs. If you've ever had a conversation with me, at one point I would have asked you what's your zodiac sign, and I would judge you off it harshly. I thought I'd make a video about why I hate your star sign. Before I get started, I just want to ask, if you are watching this, comment down below your star sign. If you don't know your star sign, I'll put a picture up here. I just want to know what kind of star signs watch my videos. If I'm talking about your star sign, so say if you're a Leo and you're like, oh my god, I don't do that, I'm not like that, then go down below, there's a link. Click the link and find out your birth chart. So find out your moon sign and your rising sign as well. So you could be a Leo sun sign, and you could be a Gemini moon and a Taurus rising, and you could relate to the Gemini part a lot more than the Leo. I'm a Virgo. No one likes Virgos. But my moon and my rising sign is Cancer, so I definitely relate to Cancers more than Virgos. I'm going to get started with Aquarius. Currently Aquarius season, so happy Aquarius birthdays. I have a love-hate relationship with Aquarians. I have so many friends that I adore that are Aquariuses, but once I get in a relationship with one, I hate them. They're horrible. Aquariuses are weird. If on the whole zodiac was like stereotypes, they would literally be that weird horse girl back in primary school. They would be that girl. I moved the camera. Are we okay, kids? They are weird. They know they are weird. They love the fact that they are weird. If you for a minute say to an Aquarius, like, you could tell them about a really cool experience and they will better you with a weirder experience. You could like tell them any weird experience, they will better it and better it, and then you'll start learning very dark and deep things about them you didn't need to know and you didn't want to know, but they will tell you anyway because they're an Aquarius. Aquariuses are cocky. They love themselves. They love themselves almost on a Leo level. Like the very close level of love, which if you know a Leo, then that's hard to beat, that level of confidence. That's what I aspire to be. But Aquariuses are so cocky. They think they know it all. They think they're the best. They like, oh my god, I'm so cool, I'm Aquarius, I'm strange, but I'm cool as well. No, don't like it. Another thing I really hate about Aquarius, is this is my main thing that I dislike about you all, is that you can't handle emotions. If you are emotional, you disappear. It's like, have you been abducted? Are you being murdered? No one will ever know. Secretly, they're just sad. But the problem is how they deal with other people's emotions. If you are a clingy person, if you are an emotional person, so say basically if you're a Pisces or a Cancer, never get with an Aquarius. They are so bad with other people's emotions. They are like the man of the zodiac. If you get too clingy or emotional to them, they will dip, they'll go. Especially if you're a Pisces or a Cancer, that's going to break you. So be very careful, handle them with caution. The next star sign is Pisces. So my dad is actually Pisces. I do know a lot of Pisces, and you're all emos. I don't even care. I have never met a Pisces of our generation who will not jam out to My Chemical Romance. Never. I've never met one. If you say, oh my god, I'm a Pisces, I don't like My Chemical Romance, you listen to Black Parade on repeat at night. So shut up. Pisces have the worst mood swings ever. They are like a roller coaster of events. You don't know if you're coming or going with the Pisces, and they're very hard to handle. So unless you are also an emotional sign, you probably won't get it. My biggest problem I have with Pisces, as much as I love you all, you don't know how to handle your anger. Handle your anger. It's almost like a Taurus situation, which obviously I'll talk about in a minute. The problem with a Pisces is that they will hide their anger, but then they'll let it out. But they'll let it out at a random time, at a random day. You could have accidentally, I don't know, you was maybe hungry and you ate their cereal bar. 3 weeks down the line, Pisces, they're going to go off the walls at you for eating that cereal bar 3 weeks prior. So all I've got to say for Pisces is learn to deal with your emotions better, because you are crazy. Next is Aries. I'm surprised I like Aries, to be honest, considering I'm literally a Virgo. But obviously I'm slagging you off today, so I can't be nice. My most hated thing about Aries is the fact that they will go crazy at you. They will go crazy at you. And after they're done, they're done. I feel like my dad does this, and he's a Pisces. He has got Aries in his chart. But if an Aries is mad, if an Aries is pissed off, they are going to go off on one. They're going to go crazy. And it's going to be like, whoa, because they're so fired up. Get the pun? They're a fire sign. They're going to get so crazy and like in your face, and then 10 minutes later they'll be fine. They'll come upstairs, they'll text you and like act like nothing happened, and you're still angry. You're still angry and fuming inside. To an Aries, that's in the past. That's not now. But Aries need to learn that you can't just go crazy at people and expect them to be okay afterwards. Another thing I hate about Aries is their lack of communication when it comes to emotion. I have known a lot of Aries boys. I know a lot of Aries boys who have liked me or whatever and told me too late. You really need to get on the game and kind of just be more open and let people know, because otherwise you let them know too late. How am I meant to help you? Hello. How am I meant to help you? The next sign is Taurus. Taurus. My dog's a Taurus. Big up Gizmo. I know a lot of Tauruses, and two things I found in common with every single Taurus I've ever met in my entire life is, one, they love food, obviously. Every Taurus does. Two, they love alcohol. Every Taurus does. But another two things that Tauruses are very guilty of is, one, stubbornness. They are the most stubborn people ever. You cannot change a Taurus. A Taurus is stuck in their ways. A Taurus is going to do it how they want to do it. They're going to do what they want to do, and they're going to do it their way. If they dislike someone, they're going to hold a grudge for the rest of their lives. They're not very forgiving. I mean, they can be, but it really, really does depend on the situation. If a Taurus forgives you, congrats, because that takes a lot. And if they do forgive you, they're not fully forgiven you, because it's always in the back of their mind. And another thing with Tauruses is the fact that they will not argue with you. If they do, you've really annoyed them. My biggest problem with the Taurus is that you can do them wrong, just like you can do a Pisces wrong, and they're very similar. Instead of going crazy like 3 weeks later, a Taurus will be passive aggressive. They do not confront the situation and say, hello, why have you eaten my cereal bar? They are going to be passive aggressive. They are going to say, don't worry, I didn't even want it anyways, and then make you feel guilty for eating it. I think the biggest problem I have with Tauruses is the fact that if I'm in an argument with a Taurus, or I do something wrong to a Taurus, I will never be able to get to the bottom of it, because they are going to hide it deep inside and only let it out in little bursts of passive aggressiveness. I just want to know what I've done and just argue with me, get it all out. Don't do all this stuff where you're like sitting there, don't worry about me, I'm fine. No, you're not fine. You need help, Taurus. The next sign is Gemini. I would actually hate being a Gemini, because watch these videos, you just get cussed out. The biggest thing that I know about Geminis is that they are psychotic. Absolutely psycho. Not Scorpio psycho, because I'll talk to you about Scorpio psycho in a minute. But this psycho is psycho. You know, you hear those things about crazy girlfriends who have been cheated on, who burn boys' cars down, who murder their mother, who just go crazy, like absolutely crazy. I bet they're Gemini, because Geminis are just so psycho. Like, they're genuinely crazy. They're very good at investigating, like finding out if your man is cheating or not. They're very good at that. If you ever get in a relationship with a Gemini, either be loyal, like you should be to anyone, but be especially loyal to a Gemini, or run. If you can't be loyal to Gemini, run, because you're gonna die. Like, it's just gonna happen. They're very, very, very bitchy, but they love to gossip. I feel like if a Gemini was a film, it would be Mean Girls. They're just so bitchy. They love to chat shit about everyone and everything. They just love it. It thrives them, I guess. It's frustrating though, because it can be very mean, and they can sometimes be bullies and pick on to people who, you know, aren't doing anything to them. So I don't really like Geminis for that. The next sign I'm going to be talking about is Cancer, which I have a Cancer moon and a Cancer rising, so I definitely relate to Cancers. I don't understand how a star sign can be so mean, but so sensitive. Cancers are on par with a Pisces, possibly a little bit more emotional than a Pisces. They will cry over everything. They will feel like you don't care about them. They will feel like you hate them, which is why an Aquarius is the worst person for like a Cancer, because no, not the right thing. Cancers are so emotional. They take everything personally. They overthink everything. They're just very emo basically, but they're so mean. Like, they're like bitchy. They'll try and help a Cancer and they'll be like really rude to you. I don't know, they're just very difficult. Very difficult. If you're a fire sign or an air sign, I don't think you'll be able to deal with a Cancer, because they are crazy. Next sign I will be talking about is Leo. Everyone hates Leos, just like everyone hates Geminis, because Leos are the star of the show. Leos are known for being like the type of people to be actors and singers and like celebrities. If you don't pay Leo attention, they're gonna act like you literally just killed their dog. Like, they need attention to thrive. They're very social and they're very good with social situations, but they're very selfish. Leos love themselves too much. They're very cocky, just like an Aquarius, but this time it's worse because they're cocky, attention seeking, and self-centered as well. Like, you know the meme where it's like, I want someone to love me like Kanye loves Kanye. Like, I want someone to love me like a Leo loves a Leo, because they're I don't know, Leos are fuckboys as well. I love Leos, I do. I'll just put that out there, but they are players. Especially in their prime, I think Leos may calm down a little bit as they get older, but when they're in their teenage years, boy, there ain't no stopping them. They are going to be going from girl to girl to girl to girl. Leos know that they are the shit. They know their worth, and they know that they can pull anyone, because they're very charming as well. Like, Leos will lure you in and then drop you like a fucking jacket potato. I think that's the saying, I don't know. Just always be careful of a Leo, because if they don't get attention, they might explode. Like, they might actually, I don't know what would happen if a Leo got no attention. Can you imagine? I'm going to be talking about Virgos, which is actually my star sign. I actually hate Virgos. I actually hate other Virgos. I can't cope with them. I know a lot of Virgo men. Virgo men are another story. They are another story. Virgos are mean. The problem with a Virgo is that in our brains, we want to be honest. We want to tell the truth and we want to help people. However, we come out with insults to people and it hurts people's feelings, and we don't mean to. For instance, you could have a t-shirt on and I could not like that t-shirt. It could just not suit you, and I would say to you, I don't like that t-shirt, and it can really hurt someone's feelings. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm just being honest. I'm just trying to help you out. Like, I'm a truthful friend. It can hurt people's feelings because sometimes Virgos are too honest, or we say it in the wrong ways, even though we are trying to help. Virgos are massive overthinkers. Oh my god, Virgos love attention as well. Just like a Leo, but not in quite the same way. Virgos just love attention in general. Virgos will create a whole situation in their heads and believe it to the point where it will become such a joke. Virgos are such good gossipers. We will chat shit about absolutely everyone. We don't care. A lot of Virgos are selfish and manipulative though. That's another thing I found. Virgo men, manipulative, selfish. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I do know some Virgo men that I do love though, but the majority are selfish, manipulative, insulting, and not a good match for you. So make sure you check the rest of their chart to make sure they're not all Virgo, because otherwise, honey, you got a big storm coming. Libras are fake. Like, they are so fake. Libras will start an argument. They will spread gossip. They will chat the most rubbish about someone. And the moment you go to them and say, why have you said that? They don't like, all of a sudden they don't like confrontation. All of a sudden they hate it. All of a sudden they're like, whoa, confrontation. I can't deal with this. And they pretend that they don't like confrontation, even though they start everything. They're very fake. They're very two-faced. That's what I found. And I don't find them that loyal. I've been cheated on by one. I mean, there's some signs that I have been cheated on that I still think most are loyal, but I do know some good things about Libras that I do love. But the majority of the things that I think about Libras is that a lot of you are very self-centered, fake. But my biggest issue with the Libra is the fact that they will chat so much rubbish about someone, and the moment you confront them about it, they act innocent. I can't deal with that. Admit what you said. Say it with your chest. I can't deal with this fakeness of a Libra. I know some Libras who aren't fake, so I'm not saying every single Libra in the world is fake. I'm just saying from a few different Libras that I've met, they also have very similar traits. The next sign is Scorpio. I used to claim to hate Scorpio. I have quite a few Scorpio friends and I love them, but Scorpios, you're whores. You are the biggest whores I have ever met. Man whore, woman whore, I don't care. Scorpios love sex. They love it. They just love it. It's just a thing. I don't blame them. The majority of Scorpios are attractive. Some are ugly, but whatever. Poor genetics, I guess. The majority of Scorpios are beautiful and they just love sex. They're whores. Scorpios are psycho though. Obviously, the sign is the scorpion and they've got a sting in their tail. And they can be very dark. Some things that Scorpios think are so dark that I don't even want to know what they're thinking. I don't even want to know. Like, they'll tell you a small portion of what they think, but there's still like a massive layer of what you don't know, and I don't want to know because Scorpios are crazy. But yet again, Scorpios are the type of girls to key your car and burn your house down. So be careful if you play around with a Scorpio woman. Scorpio men are known for being cheats, so yet again be very careful with that. Most of the Scorpio men I've met are lovely. I mean, they're just known for being cheats, so be very careful when you are dating a Scorpio because they may fly away. Now we're going to be talking about Sagittarius. My mum's a Sagittarius. I love my mum. One of the main things that I love about her that I hate about other Sagittarius is she loves to gossip. Sagittariuses love to spill the tea. They will slag you off and feel no way about it. Me and my mum have such good gossip sessions because she is just all coming out with all the gossip, you know, and I feel like a lot of Sagittariuses are like that, just like Geminis and just like Virgos. So I feel like, can you imagine a Gemini, a Virgo and a Sagittarius just chatting pure rubbish with each other? That'd be great. Sagittariuses can be sluts or man sluts, whatever you want to think about that. They are a fire sign, so all fire signs in my opinion can be a bit, ooh, you know, they're not exactly the most loyal people. However, they can be loyal. Like, every star sign can be loyal. Everyone can be loyal, obviously. However, I feel like every Sagittarius goes for a phase where they're just like, I want dick. I don't know. I know quite a few Sagittariuses who are like that. And another thing that I dislike about Sagittariuses is some Sagittariuses can be very self-centered. I know majority of the Sagittariuses I know that who aren't. Yet again, it all depends on what's mixed into your sign. They love being bougie, they love showing off. They just show off. I feel like Sagittarius can sometimes be that show off and it's annoying. Big up Sagittarius, there's loads I love about you, but today I'm hating about you. So take that. The last sign I'm going to be talking about is Capricorns, and I don't like Capricorns too much. I find them so fake. Capricorns will use you to no end. Capricorns will use you to get what they want because they are so motivated. Capricorns are really hard workers and they love money, so of course they're hard workers, but they will use whoever they can to get to what they want, and then as soon as they got what they want, bye Felicia. Yeah, that's my biggest problem with a Capricorn. They will use a lot of people to get what they want. It's smart but not fair. But they are very work motivated. They are some of the hardest workers. It's just unfair how they use people to get success. I personally find Capricorns very cold. They also use people in relationships as well. So if you're in a relationship with a Capricorn, be careful, because they're not, I don't know many very loyal Capricorns, if I'm honest. But yet again, they're very smart. They know what they want, you know, what they want, and they will get what they want, and they will use you to get what they want. Sometimes they might use you in a relationship if they feel lonely and then drop you. Sometimes they might use you to get a certain job and then drop you. Sometimes they might use you to climb a ladder and then they'll push you down. I don't know. But they can be very cold as well. So sometimes they're very cold and it's frustrating. I just find Capricorns so annoying, and they take people's manses. We're not going to talk about that. They're very kind of sly as well. Capricorns can be sly and they don't even care about it. They're frustrating, and I feel like because they are born in the middle of winter, that kind of explains why they're so cold, because I don't blame them. I'd be cold too. But in my opinion, I don't really like too many Capricorns, so that's that. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will make another video about why I love your star sign. Just wait for that. But if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below your star sign. Love you. Bye.